Breaking news at this hour, a witness for the AP now says several people appear dead or wounded after explosions at the Kabul airport. Today, the Russian Foreign Ministry is reporting there were 2 suicide attacks, killing at least 13 people and wounding another 15. Sources say U.S. personnel are among the wounded. This is happening just days before President Biden's deadline for all U.S. forces to withdraw from Afghanistan. And thousands have flocked to the airport trying to get out of there before the Taliban takes over the country. And before that takeover started earlier this month, we're told 1,500 Americans are still waiting to evacuate Afghanistan. But those who have left are making their way to Germany. NBC's Matt Bradley explains.
Yeah, I'm not far from Ramstein Air Base. It's one of the largest U.S. air bases in the world, and it's one of the main waypoints for Afghan evacuees who are fleeing from Kabul airport, which is now very much under siege. And it's also one of the main bottlenecks, and we've been hearing from U.S. authorities here as of this morning that there have been 14,500 Afghans who have moved through Ramstein Air Base. So far, only 3,500 have actually departed. So it's a big bottleneck. The main restrictions, the main constraints aren't security, they aren't logistics. The people that I spoke with said that their needs are mostly met. It's bureaucracy. And we're talking about a lot of people here who showed me their U.S. passports. They are or U.S. green card holders. They are entitled to passage to the U.S., but they still need to be processed, and that is taking a really long time. There's a huge tent city that was built in very little time. More than 300 tents. People are housed in those tents and also in these massive hangars that are normally meant for aircraft. And so the conditions are okay, but what they're lacking is information. Now, a lot of the Afghans that I've spoken to said they have no sense of when they're going to be leaving or where they're going to be going to. And that's a real problem, a cause of a lot of anxiety for people who have already run the horrific gauntlet through Taliban territory, out of Kabul, trying to make their way to the States. And as we're seeing as the evacuation process in Kabul at that airport is wrapping up, waypoints like this one are going to become more critical and more crowded. Matt Bradley, NBC News, Landstuhl, Germany.